Yeah, that's enough for now. Alright. So how we doing? We're running a little late this evening. A couple minutes. It's alright. We're not going to let it throw off our evening. Right? I don't think we should. I think we'll do just fine. Alright. You want to see what I did today? Do you want to see what I did today? Let's see here. Alright, so I stamped this a long time ago. The stamp job is terrible, but it's not the worst thing I've ever done. Hey Barb, how you doing? Thanks for the like. Hey, Diane. Thanks for the like, I appreciate it. So let's see here, see if we can get a little more light on this. So I finally got this piece. I had the leather. I had this leather piece like done a long time ago, right? And now, hi Diane. I got the lacing done today. So that fits on here nice and snug. In retrospect, I should have made it a little bit longer, but that's good enough, you know. I want to make a cap for this and a way to like sling it and carry it. But, you know, all in due time. What else are we working on? Alright, we got this Raiders flag we're working on still. I think I need to take out that ring right there. And we're just going to continue on with this tonight. I had a very busy day. Got a lot of little stuff done. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think that, like, earlier this morning, when I went out and I shoveled the driveway, like, that set my activity pace for the rest of the day. So I was pretty much going non-stop after that. So I'm hoping I'm not too tired tomorrow. But we're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow. There, that eye patch looks a little better. Alright, so shoveled the driveway. Went to the grocery store. I was just going for a couple things, so that didn't take very long. But in the interim, when I found myself without other things to do, I got, what do you call it? I got that leather done. I got my leather table organized. I got a bunch of chainmail pieces over here that need to be tumbled. So I'm gonna work on that for a while. Because they all have clasps or findings or swivel lock clasp thingies for like wallet chains and keychains and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to take all those off and then put everything in the tumbler, clean it up real nice, and then put it all back together. And it's one of those things where I want to do it like just sit down and knock it out, you know. I hate to piece it out over time. I don't know. Because I started this project and now I have a bunch of like necklaces and bracelets and stuff that have all been cleaned, and I just got to put their findings back on them. But now I don't know which finding was on which necklace, so I want to avoid that in the future if I can. So let's see here. Got all my leather tools pretty much organized. I've got a couple like clay jars that like all my tools are stored in, and it's nice enough, you know. It's not like one of those uber professional setups where they have like a board and the board has a bunch of drilled holes in it for every individual. Well, like this, right? It's just a jar with tools in it. It's not quite this nice. That's an interesting little tool storage thing I got for Christmas, along with a whole set of pliers like this. Don't ask me the brand, I don't know, but yeah, they do all right. They're good for this particular project. I don't know about like smaller stainless stuff, but we will see in the future. Hi Cheryl, how are ya? How you doing? How's your weekend? So yeah, I got a meeting with my boss this week. Coming down to see how we're doing. Might have to trim up the beard a little bit. Weekend's over. It's Monday down under. Oh yeah? How's your Monday? Oh wow. I really screwed up the placement on that last ring there. Down in Australia. Down in Oz. Go Chiefs. I didn't watch the game today, so it's hot down there. I'll trade you. I got 3 to 5 inches of snow coming tomorrow. Oh, what'd I do? Wrong button. Yeah, it's the middle of summer down there. I will think cold thoughts for you. Go Chiefs, lots of fighting? Who's fighting? Fighting because the Chiefs are going. You're welcome, Cheryl. I'm here in Wisconsin. Mostly Buffalo kicking some ass in the field. I wouldn't know. I don't watch sports. I never have. The Idaho does not have major sports teams. The closest one is like the Seattle Mariners and Seahawks and the good old Sea Chickens. So it's like I tried to get into football with a buddy of mine from the military. I would hang out at his house and eat wings and drink pizza, but just not something I know much about. Go sports ball team. I was terrible at sports growing up. I always did them. Right. Yeah, I ran cross country and track and wrestled in high school, and I was always terrible at them. No, I didn't get a chance to take the boys to the movies. His cousin came over, so they got to play. They played Fortnite. Or whatever. So, and I don't think our neighbor kid was home, so. Which is alright. We'll go another weekend or something. See, Kong vs. Godzilla is coming out. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but that'll probably be something I could take the kids to. My son's probably old enough for that. I don't know. We'll see. He gets scared easily. He's like me. When I was young, I got very scared from Ghostbusters 2. So much so that I had to have my dad called and be taken home from the slumber party I was at. I had never seen anything like that before. You spent last night putting an order for stainless steel with Josh. He's happy, but you spent way too much. I've never done that when ordering rings ever. Not even once. It's why I have all these excess rings laying around that I don't have a purpose for. I thought, I'll just use them. Didn't know how wrong I was. I didn't see here. I get paid on Friday, so I'm gonna order the rest of the rings for the whale mail inlay, because I want to finish that up because it's kind of just sitting over there taking up space, and then wrap up the experimentation with the engineered plastic rings once and for all, because I still have to glue everything closed and cook the thing, the whole piece. To make sure it doesn't break. Still got to do all that. Not too big of a deal, just aside from the weaving, it also has all the rest of those things done. So I'm gonna order those, and then I'm gonna order the dye and sealant for the wine bottle holster, because that's like the leather work is almost done. Here. I'll just shut that off. So like this is almost done. I gotta put another rivet in here, maybe 2, right? And then I gotta seal and dye it. So you dye it, then you seal it, and then you burnish the edges. And I've got to do that over all these pieces, and then reassemble it all back together. And then it will be, we'll put a bottle of something in here and then ship it off to my friend. So some rings and some dye. I went scouring the house for the dye, the bottle of dye and sealant I had before. And I'm almost 100% certain that once I buy more leather dye and more, thank you, Tara, more leather dye and more sealant, that the old bottles will show back up. But these are pretty old bottles, so I don't even know if the stuff in them is useful anymore. I don't think I threw them out. I may have. Sorry. I mean to neglect the audience there. So I'm looking forward to getting that stuff and getting those projects done. You know, because technically we did as much as we could on those projects, right? Like, they're not actually finished. So, alright, let me take a gander at this. Try to understand where I'm at here. Okay. I think we can keep, for the face, we can just keep going down. Oh. So, that's not what I want. I do want one of these. Yeah, so we'll get those projects done and out of the way, and we'll put the MailleWerX, the whale mail inlay up on the wall somewhere down here. And then ship off the wine bottle holster and work on the Raiders inlay. Thanks for the like, Barb. I appreciate it. Likes, shares, heart reacts, comments. It's all a great way to support me and other artists and small businesses of your friends. It, you know, just little things you can do for free. So, thank you very much. And then after, we'll see how long this inlay takes. I may want to take a break from inlay work, because this is a pretty substantial piece. It's a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Probably why I put it off for so long. But I have another inlay sitting here that I need to finish, and I don't want to do two really big projects like that back to back. I don't think. I might want to. And I've got a lot more leather work to do. Right? Like I have let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chainmail belts over there that I'll need. The way they are currently, right? They work, but it would be better if they had leather connecting the chainmail to the belt buckle and then leather going through the belt buckle. They would fit better. Does my friend understand how much work went into the wine bottle? Yeah, no, I mean, he's been on stream several times watching me work, so. He asked me for something like that a while ago. I was like, yeah, I mean, I can probably figure something out, but hadn't had a chance to sit down and do it. I wanted to get it to him before his next Renaissance Festival season, which is coming up quick down in Texas, so. But, you know, it's kind of like he just got some accomplishment he did. He works in a hospital, and I don't know if he finished doing some more school or something. So this is, it was something to do with work, being congratulated at work, and moving up, something like that. So it's a nice little congratulations for him. So I think as long as it holds up nicely, he will appreciate it for the rest of his life, and it's made well enough that it should last for quite some time. You know, like the cord around the top of the bottle, holding the bottle in, might feel free to pick your brain for some belt leather parts. You've had good luck with half leather, half mail, so the part that goes through the buckle being leather. Yeah, I'm going to do that part leather. And then I'm going to attach, I'm going to use leather to attach the chainmail to the belt buckle. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see here. And these, like, as they are right now, right? These work. I can wear them. Right? This, you know, pops into Japanese 12 and 2 pretty easily. Right? But then this part, it's difficult to get the chainmail through that portion, right? So I'm going to change this to a leather attachment, and then the portion that goes through here will also be leather. 4-in-1 Japanese 12-in-2. Yeah. I've got an interwoven 4-in-1 here. I've got an HP 3-in-1 half version 3-in-1 sheet 6. Right? So plenty of stuff to work on. It's like, okay, I did it. I made a chainmail belt with a belt buckle, and without the leather, it's just not as functional as I want it to be. So if I were to ever sell them, right, I wouldn't be as nice. I wouldn't be as confident that the person who bought them would use it as a belt. They might use it as a paperweight, but I want it to be easy to use. So I'm gonna add some leather to it because I'm not satisfied with how they are right now. And then I've got some guitar straps that I've done that I'm going to add leather to as well for where it connects to the guitar. I made one attempt long time ago and it was not good enough. So, Japanese is a nice belt weave, yeah, it is. And it works, you know. Of the weaves that I have over there, it's probably one of the easier ones to use. I just want them to function just like a regular belt, except they're heavy and you can take them off and kill someone with them, right? I don't recommend doing that. I'm just saying you could. So, a lot of leather work coming up, which is good. I've got a lot of leather sitting there that should cover all my basic needs. Made one back in your teens for your guitar, didn't think about scratches and did the whole thing as mail. Yeah, scratch up your guitar. Yup, makes me wonder if I have that over there. I do. Hang on. Ugh. Alright. I guess it's show and tell time. Sorry, guys. Let me move this out of the way again. So, this was an attempt I did a long time ago. This is machine cut square wire, 18 gauge 1/4 inch, right? And it's strips of GSG connected with interwoven 4-in-1, right? So let me see if I can get you a close-up of that, right? So GSG going the opposite directions and then connected down the middle with interwoven 4-in-1. And right, like, this split is off center, the edges are crap, right? The stamping's, I'm getting better at my stamping. I'm gonna have to practice that a lot. Stamping's okay, right? And then, you know, the way I connected to leather, I was pretty happy with these eyelets here. Right? Like, I like the way that came out. But, like, this is all, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not a round shape. So, and it needs to be, like, here. About that long, right? So about 8 to 10 inches long. Because it's going to hang off the guitar. And it's an acoustic guitar. Right? Where am I at here? Here we go. So it's going to, if it's connected to the guitar, it's going to hang off the guitar like about right there. And I don't want any of this rubbing up against the guitar, right? So I need to make them longer. I need to make them better made, right? And my stamping needs to be better, or my decoration needs to be better as a whole. And it's not like this is an expensive guitar. Make a printed pattern, cut it with a fresh disposal razor. Yeah, I play guitar as well. Well, I'm gonna lengthen the straps to help keep it from scratching the guitar. You play violin? Cool. So, I'd play for you right now, but I haven't played in months and my guitar's out of tune, and I'm halfway decent. I could be actually quite good if I spent more time at it, but so I mean, this guitar, it's been dropped, right? Like, I screwed up the front of it, and then I just filled it with epoxy, right? But it's a nice sounding guitar for a $50 pawn shop guitar, and I've had it for forever. So I want to hold on to it. Right, like I would never put a chainmail guitar strap on like a Gibson or a Taylor or a Martin or a much higher end guitar. Sheepskin with fur would be a good strap liner. Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking. Right, but you know, I mean, some heavy metal band will see my guitar strap and they'll be like, heck yeah, we need 100 of those, and I'll contact all you guys and be like, yeah, I need 100 of these. You made a living for 40 years playing guitar? Cool. My uncle plays guitar and piano and has made himself quite the living doing that. He's got multiple jobs, right? He moves pianos, and he's also he is occasionally an undertaker, and then the rest of the time he plays piano and sings for people and plays guitar. And he is the one who taught me how to play. He's quite good. Maybe. You made a living playing guitar. That's awesome, right? You can eke out a living doing something you enjoy. That is not what I wanted to do. Get away, rings. You have a Johnson Dreadnought acoustic? Sweet. Thanks for the like, Denise. How you doing tonight? What's going on? How are you? There is, I forget who makes it. I think it's Taylor. They make a baritone guitar. It's an 8-string baritone guitar. I think that's going to be my next purchase for guitars. So it will be sometime, you know, I've been wanting this guitar for like 10 years now, so the future purchase of this guitar is, you know, pending on me winning the lottery. What are the pliers I'm wielding tonight? We have Christmas Surprise, and a pair of wubbers. Oh, hang on, give me just a second. Let me fix this and I'll show you. I got a whole set of these blue handled pliers here. Some with teeth. Right, and I think they are like a wire wrapping set. Right? But some of the little pliers are quite handy. For chainmail as well. If you're just screwing around like I am. And then I've got an old pair of wubbers that I've had for quite a long. You have a Reverb Nation promo, so you'll send me a link. You paid for your house with gigs. That's awesome. That's really cool. You want to Zoom sometime and have a jam session? Sweet. You like the hinge design on the wubbers? Yeah. I'm not like, it looks like a hinge design to me. What is it that you like? Do some shanties and bluegrass. I'll have to learn some shanties. Alright. It's kind of something, isn't it? I'm not even going to talk about this whole side of the helmet. I need to fix that, but we're getting somewhere. What comes next? Like, are we far enough down? Alright, I think we're there. That's one. Alright, sorry, I'm looking at this picture trying to figure out where exactly this black marking ring goes for the nose. The centered pass design versus torsion of normal side-by-sides. Okay. What's up, clumsiest mom? How are you tonight? I am working on a Raiders flag for a friend of mine. He was a big Raiders fan. Barrett's Privateers is the best. You do mostly shanties, medieval bardic, and traditional orchestra. We're gonna work this way. Flag looks good. Alright, Barb, have a good night. Feel better. Yup, Raiders. Get some rest. Put the lime in the coconut and mix them both together. Call the doctor in the morning. I'm a healthcare professional. It's medical advice. And if you get that joke, you win 10 internet points. I play like 5 songs. I mean, I can go and learn a song. But, I have 5 good songs that I've played for years. Not any specific genre, just songs I learned to play. And like I said, I always meant to do more with it, but I haven't had a chance. I've been down here, or up here, or wherever. I've got both my guitars down here, so I should play more, but I have so much stuff to do that it's like I don't stop and take time to play and learn more songs. So it's been a while since I've even picked it up, which is unfortunate. My kid comes down and he plays guitar. So he's got the old 5-string over there. The old 5-string guitar where his youthful playing style quickly broke the high E string. He's a boisterous player. I think he broke that E string on like the first try. So you could be playing the violin right now, but playing with rings instead. 2 more rubies caged. Cool. All right, I'll take a look at that once we get off here. Thank you. You sing too? Sweet. I have been known to sing a time or two. I was in choir for all of high school. I wasn't very good at that either. Bad at high school sports, bad at high school choir. Mediocre at playing guitar. Chainmail is really like the one thing I excel at. So if I spent as much time on everything else as I have on Chainmail, I'm sure that I would be proficient at those things too. But I'd rather make Chainmail. There's plenty of people that sing and are much better than me. You always break your G-string? You always break your G-string. Phrasing. That's funny. We've got computer parts coming in, which will be nice. Computer number 2 should be up and running soon. And then I've got enough spare parts. Almost enough spare parts. I have a bunch of large parts, like a motherboard and a power supply and a couple other odds and ends for a third computer. And the third computer is going to become my new desktop, I think. Right? In order to get bigger and better images and more detailed prints, and to do it in a quicker, faster, better fashion, right? You love the violin, it's hard to play. I'm gonna just build a desktop computer and put like as much RAM in there as I can, which I think the motherboard will hold 4 16 gig cards of RAM, right? And that will really help make very large images for things like this tapestry behind me, and it'll do it much faster, right? I think the design for this tapestry took, like, on my computer now, probably about 16 hours. And I think a desktop with a little bit more power behind it would help me get the designs done faster, so that way I can make more awesome chainmail themed designs for stuff. So I got all that set up, and that also too, I can take my laptop upstairs and like not be ignoring the family completely by being down here. Right? Because I was down here a lot today and it's the weekend and I kind of felt bad for, I don't want to be ignoring them. We're very much a family that does our own thing. But still, you know, it's nice to hang out with each other on the weekends a little bit. So, and you know, my son is 6. He does need parental supervision still. So if I can get a desktop down here going, take the laptop upstairs and hang out with him and design while he's watching cartoons or whatever, I think that'll be nice. One day. It's all just a pipe dream right now, but you know, one day we'll get there. All right.
Just a tired old sinner, no chips left on this shoulder, no pride in growing older, but when your borrowed time is through, I'll be with you.
So I'd like to do, like, this tapestry behind me is 60 by 80, right? It's an enormous tapestry, right? But you can also, if I'm full screen, you can tell that it's a chainmail weave, right? Which is nice for this, right? It's a nice background to have. The problem is that the rings are huge, right? And in order to make tapestries this big where the rings are closer to what we work with, right? I'm gonna have to have a much more powerful computer. So that way we can do things like really detailed duvet covers, is that what they're called? Bedspreads, bed blankets, more tapestries, rugs, things like that, right? Because there are mathematical limitations on how much I can pack into one design on my computer. So, a Bernie Sanders inlay? No thank you. Hard pass on that. I'm not going to pretend to understand that one. Apparently people thought he was cute in his mittens, and yeah. There are many things I would rather do otherwise. Even a printed one. You don't know if you have the patience for a big project like a bedspread? Well, that's wonderful. 'Cause I'm gonna do all the work. You just, you know, get yourself one for me. I have seen one actual chainmail bed cover, right? Not a print design, but a bed cover. I think they wanted like $1,200. He's adorable in his mittens. Yeah, that's what they say. I don't get it. I have let me just. Okay, you'll buy it? Sweet. Alright, where are we at here? I think we're getting too wide on the nose here. It's time to... may have gone down a little too far. Maybe not. The next is like the nostrils, the nares part, and then the mouth. So... but it is coming up on 10 o'clock. You're sending me and John a picture right now of you and me and Bernie Sanders' body? Okay. Alright guys, it's Sunday night. We've got quite a long work week. I apologize for the shorter stream tonight. I did hop on here a little bit late. Alright. So thank you to everyone for hanging out. Did you just send that picture to me? Not yet? Alright. So yeah. Bigger, better designs, what we're going for. Just gotta build a computer that can handle it. Nice. Yeah. Yep. More attention in 2 days on the internet than he has his entire political career. Alright guys. So we'll keep moving forward with this. It's going to be a long week, but we'll get through it. Want you all to have a wonderful week. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys later. Alright? Where's the end button? Alright, you guys have a good night, okay? Bye.